Frosty, the sound guy, wasn't really good at his job, but he was cheap, and we don't pay unions because we are Google. Did you see that thing in the news just today?
I didn't see that
Google
thing.
fired like 4 people for trying to start a union.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, there was like 4 labor organizers inside of Google, and they fired all 4 of them. Yeah.
I feel like that should be illegal.
I think it might be.
Oh yeah.
But you tell us, government. I looked into your camera. This is my camera.
That's yours.
This is my camera. That's your camera. And Frosty doesn't have a camera.
Frosty doesn't have a camera because he's the sound guy.
He's the sound guy.
Yeah.
But he is on camera, which is not what you're supposed to do with sound guys.
No.
He's new at his job.
Frosty, the boom's in the shot. We don't have a boom mic.
Moses, get out of the shot. Moses, get out of the shot.
Well, we know that you haven't seen us in a while, and I bet you're thankful to see us again. No? I bet you were thankful that you didn't have to watch us for a month or 2.
I bet you thought that you think that you were thankful, but you thought thanked wrong.
Sit down. Be thankful.
It's Filthy and Free Thanksgiving special.
Oh, it's special, alright. So, yeah, I performed Tony's wedding.
Yeah, Tony got married.
Tony got married.
You might not see him here.
Tony joined the Marines, and now
Actually-
he holds the push-up record on Paris Island.
Should we just reference Frosty as Tony?
Semper Fi!
Should we just make Frosty Tony? This is Eric, Tony, and
This
Chris.
is Tony. Yeah, Tony showed up. Hey, Tony.
Tony's been cursed by a witch ever since, he picked up that medallion in the snow.
He picked up that weird talisman.
It was a bundle of sticks that kind of looked like a person, but not really, and when he picked it up, he broke it.
Hey, you played the Blair Witch game, didn't you?
Sure
Chris?
did. It was fine.
Yeah, it was a game.
You may have noticed a lack of video game reviews and coverage lately on this channel. And that's for a number of reasons. Number one, there hasn't been that many great games that came out lately that kind of like captured our imaginations in such a way that we wanted to relay them to you in something that you haven't seen before. Anything good that came out, you already know whether you want to play it or not. It's nothing like the Outer Wilds where there's more to dive into. It's just nothing as good as Jaws Unleashed, for sure.
Well, I really enjoyed the Outer Worlds.
Well, yeah,
But
we
you-
did.
you did a video
We did
on
do
that.
a review on the Outer Worlds.
Yeah. Addendum to the review. Enjoyable.
I think it said that in there.
Well, I didn't say it.
The corporate model is the oldest and most efficient structure history has ever shown us.
Scheduled scarcity is a premium feature of colonial life. The colony must never lose faith. That is what the board provides. Security in a senseless and chaotic world.
You finally finished Red Dead Redemption 2
Oh, yeah.
after like a year and a half.
No, well...
Just a year.
Oh, you mean as after...
No, after the game has been out.
After the game had been out.
Yeah.
It didn't take me that long to complete it. I misconstrued what you had said.
Classic. Classic television.
And their ludicrous ideas.
Damn! Hell with it.
But today, we grow one stronger.
Yeah!
As we anoint a new brother
Yeah!
into our sacred cause. Please step forward and kneel.
Hey!
Do you choose to accept the light?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Very much. All right.
Come on! Let
There we go.
the eternal light shine!
Yeah.
Somebody wait! Where y'all going? Come back! Come back!
Shit. Seems like maybe that's a sign, eh?
A test, that's all. A test of devotion to our great cause.
You're just a bunch of morons in ridiculous outfits, which makes you the prize moron.
You dirty son of a bitch! I'll show you!
Goddamn hooded rodents. I'll kill all you bastards.
Yeah, that game is that is a magnum opus right there. That is.
So you recently finished the Red Dead Redemption 2. How do you feel about that?
It was fantastic. It's a masterpiece. Rockstar really outdid themselves. It's one of those games that if someone said I had to play that one game for the rest of my life, I'd be okay with it.
If you had to pick another couple of games to add to that category, what do you think?
Assassin's Creed 2?
Really?
Yeah. Morrowind? I'll never stop singing the praises of Morrowind.
No matter how much Bethesda does to you now.
They had... Listen, it was... Morrowind was from a simpler time before loot boxes and in-game purchases and aesthetic choices that you had to pay for or download a creator kit for, even though it did have a creator kit. But it came standard with the game, you know, for PC.
What else have you been playing?
I've been playing a good amount of Pokemon Sword. Which is also real good. I really like the addition of the Dynamax battles because it's a good alternative to grinding. Everybody loves a good grind. Pokemon's no exception to that rule, you know. But if you just want something different, you earn what's called experience candies in these Dynamax raids. And the Dynamax raid is when a Pokemon just grows giant, and you and 3 other trainers go and fight it, and then eventually catch it. It's also a good way to fill up your decks without doing the grindy stuff too.
Your national decks, which has changed.
It has changed. I don't understand why people are so up in arms about it that you can't catch all 800 Pokemon in a single
because
game.
people have for so long they've been building their favorites, you know, their list of their favorite Pokemon. And what if your favorite Pokemon is just all of a sudden just gone from existence? How would that make you feel? Lost, sad, hurt, alone, dejected.
I can always go back and play those old Pokemon games. I feel like
No, they're gone forever now. Don't you understand how the internet works?
I do understand how the internet works, and how it's just full of this misplaced rage.
Hey, Misplaced Rage got the Sonic movie fixed.
This can't be happening to me.
Oh my god, stop the car right now!
What?
The world's largest rubber band ball? We gotta see it!
No, this is not some fun family road trip.
You're right. It was lame. Gift shop was cool though.
No, I feel like that was justified. That was not misplaced at all. That was right where it needed to be. Release the Snyder Cut.
No.
No, do it. I
No.
want to see it.
Why?
Because
Who
the Justice League
cares?
movie was garbage, and I feel like any
version of a Justice League movie is gonna be garbage.
No, not necessarily. I want to see how much less or how much more garbage Zack Snyder would have made that movie. I'm curious.
I think that at a certain point, like imagine if this had happened during Batman and Robin. If Batman and Robin had come out and people were up in arms and they say, no, Warner Brothers stifled Joel Schumacher, release the Schumacher cut.
You know what? I feel like the Schumacher cut would be the best case scenario for the Justice League movie. Not joking.
I'd pay to see that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
absolutely. Yeah,
Joel Schumacher
sure.
making a Justice League movie in the same vein as like Batman Forever and Batman and Robin.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'd watch the crap out of that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Warner Brothers,
Release that.
release the Schumacher cut.
Hashtag release the Schumacher cut.
It's harder to spell, so it won't be as popular.
Yeah, we have to put that up.
It'll be like they'll be on Twitter. It'll be like trending hashtag. What's the Shoemaker cut? Who's the Shoemaker everybody's talking about?
You all right there?
Who put a rock in the middle of the road?
Hey, you there? Aye. Would you mind watching my stuff while I head to find another wagon?
Sure.
You're a kind man. I'll be back, fit as a fiddle. Boss ain't gonna be happy about this. Why is you so much? I don't feel so. Oh.
Hey, boy.
So,
You've transcended.
well, I've been playing a lot of Jedi Fallen Order, you see.
Whatever you do, don't reach within.
So my meditation skills have gotten much better. You know what's weird? In Jedi Fallen Order, every time you die, it's like it's a Soulsy type game,
Okay,
you know,
yeah.
where like when you
You
rest,
have to collect your metachlorians wherever you drop them.
the way it works is that the person who killed you, as long as you hit them once, you'll get all of your XP and your health back. All right? It's not like Dark Souls or Bloodborne where you have to either find a bloodstain or you have to kill the person that killed you. You just have to hit them once. But when you die in Jedi Fallen Order, the option pops up as respawn, press A. When you die in Jedi Fallen Order, the option pops up as respawn, and then press A.
Instead of just automatically respawning? Or...
Respawn Entertainment is the company that made Jedi Fallen Order for EA.
Oh, I see. You were making a joke.
I don't think it's a joke. I think that was a deliberate choice by the game team in order to subtly remind you they're the ones that made the game every single time that you die.
Nudge, wink, wink.
Yeah. It's kind of like if every time you died in Death Stranding, it would say, this death happened in a Hideo Kojima game. Which...
It doesn't do that?
I haven't played it, but I assume it doesn't do that.
I watched a few people play it.
It still might.
In the first 20 minutes, there are like... probably like 6 mentions of Hideo Kojima in the opening credits.
Did you happen to see the lists for all of the games that were nominated for the Game Awards this year?
I want to say that I did, and I don't remember them outside of...
Death Stranding got like 8 nominations.
And Smash Brothers Ultimate was on it.
Oh, there's a lot of... I mean, it's a lot of lists. There's a lot of games on there. But no, I'm saying like in different categories, Death Stranding got like 8 nominations.
In different categories?
And don't you think that's weird? Because not only was Kojima on the board for the Game Awards for like 5 years, but also like he put Jeff Knightley or Keighley, I always say Knightley, Jeff Keighley in the game. Like, isn't that weird?
Oh, he did put Keighley in it?
Yeah, Keighley's in the game. He's one of the people you deliver stuff to.
You know who else is in it?
Conan O'Brien.
Conan O'Brien.
Yeah. A lot of his like famous friends are. Or just random people that happen to stop by the office for a day.
Oh, yeah.
That's what happens when you have The Matrix-style CG machine just sitting around in the back room. It's like, oh, hey, you're here? Do you want to be in this video game that I'm making that comes out in 2 years and you say 5 lines? Do you wanna?
DLC featuring the cast of Friends.
Yeah.
They all showed up just one day.
It'll just be like a random group of tourists show up in the building and Kojima's just like, hey, do you want to play some guys in my new game?
How do you say no to that, though?
I feel like more people should say no to Kojima. I think that's the biggest problem with Death Stranding.
That no
one said no to him. Like that's why, as you can tell,
I feel like
the Metal Gear Solid
Stranding,
games, like the Metal Gear Solid games, go like this, where like they're letting him do what he wants to do, but still has lots of oversight. That's the first Metal Gear Solid. And then Metal Gear Solid 2, less oversight, a little bit weirder, a little bit stranger. Still somebody there saying like, "Hey, make it a game," though. Metal Gear Solid 3 is like the peak middle. You know, where it's just like, there are people telling him what to do, they still have to make it a game, but he's also doing all this weird shit. You can change your outfits, you can eat snakes, you can press a button secretly and zoom in on people's boobs, you know, all this little tiny stuff he doesn't tell anybody about. And then Metal Gear Solid 4, they're just like, just do it. We know you don't want to, but just do it anyway, here's a bunch of money. And so it's just like a big, it's like a emotional girl pornography fest with like all the bosses and stuff. And then Metal Gear Solid 5 is just a big bunch of nothing. Like it's really good base infiltration spread out against nothing. Yeah, it's just sad. And somebody needs to put a leash on him.
Well, I mean, Konami let him off the leash, and then Sony tried to put a more expensive collar on him, and now we have
he just chewed it right off.
Yeah, we have another walking simulator.
Well, but it's not a walk. I mean, it's a walking simulator in the way that if this is a walking simulator, no other game that's been called a walking simulator is actually a walking simulator. That's the thing about Death Stranding, because it makes walking an entire feat in and of itself with your balance between the triggers and your weight distribution and the wind resistance and stuff like that. Like, you can just... I saw the saddest GIF online where somebody was running down a bridge and they looked at something in the distance, and as they looked in it, Norman Reedus kind of turned that way, and they were like, oh, nope, don't run off the bridge, trying to correct him, and in trying to correct him, he fell over, and everything on his backpack fell off the bridge, like 200 yards below into the river, and they just watched it all go away, you know? And that's a walking simulator.
Mm-hmm. It's a dropping shit simulator.
Firewatch and stuff like that is just more of a walk around and have a story talked at you.
It's a walking narrative.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Walking narrative. That's very good.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Well, it doesn't take away from the fact that I don't want to play it. Still, you know, I still want to experience it for myself and do all the Norman Reedus-y things. Just experience a day in Norman Reedus' shoes. Experience a day in Norman Reedus' motorcycle riding chaps.
Speaking of Norman Reedus' motorcycle riding chaps, did you see that The Walking Dead has yet another spin-off show?
Yes.
The Walking Dead Beyond... World Beyond is what it's called.
Yep.
Once upon a time, the end of the world was our beginning.
How do you feel about that?
You
remember when me and Josh had our apartment 10 years ago? We had like a big old group come over and we watched the first episode of The Walking Dead. And we were like, how cool is this? The zombies on TV.
Yeah, before everybody can just watch whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted, we used to have AMC watch parties.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, before you could just watch things at a house, you had to all go over to the house of the people who owned that channel.
Mm-hmm. Really good for when Breaking Bad was on. I loved it. Our Breaking Bad parties were so great.
They were.
Yeah. What's Mitchell been up to?
The fuck, Mitchell?
Yeah, Mitchell.
Why'd you stop throwing Breaking Bad parties? Just because the show went off the air? You think that's some fucking excuse?
He was carried off by a large predatory bird.
Oh, yeah, that seems like what would happen to someone who's so short.
And is presumed dead. And we miss him every day.
My son isn't here.
Just move already.
What do you think you're doing?
Huh? Who the hell are you?
You must be the thugs that wrecked Shu's house.
Now tell us who you are.
Our Thanksgiving special will come out in January of 2020. I keep forgetting the decade's going to roll over.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
What about Y22K? Y2K20.
Is that a new smart water?
Y2K20?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a smart water specifically made by Yeti coolers. And so like when you drink it, you keep the bottle.
Yeah.
And then in 7 days it charges you $79 to your credit card.
Why would anybody want this product?
It keeps it cold.
Fishing, eh?
Well, this village has some excellent fishing spots. In fact, all of them are great. It's all about clean water. Do you have fishing gear?
Not right now.
Well, you can't start fishing without a good rod. I can rent you one if you like. There are plenty of fishing spots other than this pond. The world is your oyster, as they say.
I see.
So what's coming out that we're excited about? Exclusively on the Stadia.